Hey guys, it's Herblin. What's up? Starting a new episode of Dwarf Fortress. Today I want to work on these bedrooms. I know that it's been a long time coming, but we've got a lot of people moving into the fort, and we don't have like anywhere suitable for them to stay. It's kind of like we're a little bit past due on this, I think. This is something that I should have set up quite a while ago, but hey, here we are. And if we can get it done, you know, at any point, it's better than not, than just leaving it and never getting that job completed. So let's just get that done. It's going to take us a long time to get all these rooms made. To get, you know, more rooms made. It took a long time just to make the few that we have. But anyways, to make a lot of these, it's just going to be a huge project. These guys are going to be tied up for a long time in mining, and then even longer in smoothing out the stone. And then there's going to be a lot of furniture hauling jobs that come out of this. People that are going to be kept busy bringing furniture to the rooms, bringing stuff into that room, and then people will move in, and it won't even be for that many. But let's get that started at least, so we have a couple of rooms made up. And then make sure that we also have the furniture being made for it, because right now I think, did we run out of beds or was it something else? No, we still got lots of beds. So at the very least, we can throw beds into the rooms that we've already set up. And I really hope that's a wall. Kind of doesn't look like a wall, but I think they got to smooth it out. So that's good. But yeah, let's throw beds into these existing rooms, and then we'll get guys moving in here, and we'll slowly moving in here, and then we'll start giving them furnitures and all that other stuff that they're gonna want to. Yeah, we got tons of beds. I guess we went a little bit crazy making them because we ran out of them so many times. We still got cabinets as well. Really useful. That's gonna give them somewhere to store things so that people aren't leaving tools in mine shafts and leaving pickaxes laying around and leaving clothes and wells, and you know, all the things that we've been seeing so far just due to disorganization. Gives the dwarves somewhere to throw all their extra stuff, so that we just don't have things like where was it? Let's see if I can find it. I'm lost in my own fort. Like down here in our little pool area, we got pickaxes, including some. I think we got a steel pickaxe. I think we discovered last time. Yeah, steel pickaxe. Some nice iron pickaxes, kind of just laying in the mud down there. Which is disappointing, but it's understandable because I haven't given them anywhere to put that. Speaking of running out of pickaxes, I don't want to run out, so I'm just gonna have a couple more made up, just because. Another thing I really want to do is start getting the defenses of the fort made, because right now all we've got is that moat that we made on like day one, and that's not enough. It's just not gonna cut it. If we really do get attacked, that's not gonna be something that's substantially stopping the enemy from getting in. We've got lots of wood bolts left, thankfully. Somebody went crazy, made those for a long time. So we've got enough ammo to keep our hunters going for a while. But I'd like to put, eventually I'd like to put a little floor space up here, and maybe attach, put somewhere for somebody to come up and start firing a ballista or something. Actually, let's start on that. Let's do a floor. Let's see how well this goes. I'm a little bit nervous to start putting floors down up here, but let's make it out of wood. Keep going with the floor. Let's do, it's a bit of an odd thing to do, but I'd like to get a wood floor up here, and then guys can climb up top here and hopefully shoot that ballista off and stop things from invading us too quickly. I think we're gonna need more wood. I'm not sure if it makes a difference making it out of stone. I think in my head making it out of stone seems like a bad idea because it might be a lot heavier, and that way it might fall and we might run into a collapse issue. Let's see. Let's do another little bit of floor. Let's keep this going. Let's try this. Actually, you know what? Let's make a walkway over here, and we'll make that out of wood, and then we'll do a floor along the edge up here. If we can. We can't right now. Weird. You said I don't understand. Access to 7 buildings. Material non-economic items. Yeah, we should be able to place something here. Don't understand why we can't. But for now, we still can't. Oh, we can place it over here, though. Interesting. Let's get that floor made up, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. It's going to be a while for somebody to actually make that floor, to haul all those items off. Look, we've just got rid of all our idlers. And we've got a ton of trees up here that we haven't been accessing. Somebody at some point can come and cut those down. Somebody's already harvesting all the foods up here, bringing that down, hopefully to make it into alcohol. That construction on that little piece of wall is still inactive. Did anything ever happen with that bridge? It's partially constructed now, so I'm guessing the guys that I had assigned to build the bridge must have been the ones on last episode. They were stuck over here, the migrants that were over here eating, looks like honeybees and whatever else they were able to find over here. Or maybe they're just swatting the bees. I don't know if they actually eat them or what, but we had some guys trapped over here on the bank, and we were trying to make a bridge. We ended up having to make this little tunnel that you can see here that goes underneath the river to get back and forth. Because nobody was making the bridge, but I think it might have been the people that I was assigning may have been the ones trapped over there, and they just didn't have access to the materials, possibly. Have to keep an eye on stuff like that. Got a lot of animals that seem to be wild, wandering around again. The cougar, the giraffe, and the leopard are all in our basement in the prison area, and I don't want to move them because I want to hopefully get them trained up, or get that one that can be trained up. Which is this one. This one's waiting to be trained. And this should, I think I should be able to tame it here. Not sure if that's the way to do that, or if there's another preference. I might have to look into that a little bit more. Let's see. Assign an animal to a chain, make it a room. Yeah, we'll have to take a look, see if that does it, because I think that's it. Otherwise, I have a little bit of research to do. I don't want to slaughter them. I mean, I don't want to slaughter a giraffe. I don't want to slaughter the cougar. I want to kind of keep those because I think they're really cool. They might be something that we can do something with. Okay, so we need a tameable small creature item. So I'm gonna have to look in and see what that is. That might be a rope, or that might be a piece of meat or something. I'm thinking that's got to be a rope, though, right? I think we have chains, don't we? Let's see. It's gonna be under chains and cages on the side here. If I can find it. No, no luck. Animal traps, restraints, that's it. Okay, so yeah, we got ropes. Don't have any chains, but we got ropes, so I think we should be good there. So it must be something else. I'm gonna have to look into that another time and get that sorted out, because that's something I really want to do. I just don't quite remember how that works. Got tons of animals out here again. I'm gonna start another slaughtering. Let's kill the goats. Actually, you know what? Don't kill the goats, because there's a male. It looks like a male and a female. A nanny goat and a billy goat. I'm not sure if that's male and female, but I'd like to keep those. We've got the cow I'm going to keep for the sake of milking. The ocelot, that's just way too cool. But I'm keeping too many things, so I'm going to kill off that donkey. You know what? Screw it. Let's get rid of this old goose. I don't care. Let's just kill it. That can't do anything with some of these. Some of these are pets and we can't kill them. There's a llama. Let's kill that thing. A bobcat. It's kind of cool. I don't want to kill it necessarily. But maybe it'll come down to that. Might end up coming down to that. A yak calf. I don't want to kill a calf. It's not big enough. It'll grow into more meat later. Let's start with that. So we've got a couple things to kill off and bring into our butcher shop of doom. How are those bedrooms doing? So I'm just watching these bedrooms get made up, and I'm realizing that a couple things switched out. Like our mayor got switched out, and the captain of the guard, I think, got switched out too. So, oh no, that guy's still the captain of the guard, but our mayor's been switched out. So somebody is still holding on to the royal quarters, and I don't think that should be the non-mayor. So I'm going to change the bedroom, and that's going to go to our new mayor. Hopefully the old one doesn't hold on to it. He does. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just remake that into a bedroom. And we'll assign that to the mayor, because I don't want the... Oh, the blacksmith is still going to hang out there. That's a bit awkward. It's a little bit awkward, not going to lie. Because this office is gone to the militia commander. Well, that's got to go to the mayor, I'm sorry to say, but yeah. For some reason, I guess I didn't assign that bedroom. Bit strange. Different people are holding on to the chambers that were definitely set up for the mayor, and nobody else. Why is the blacksmith moving in with the mayor? Maybe they're a couple. Maybe that's like a couple or something. Anod. Yeah, the blacksmith is also taking over the dining room. So maybe that's like a married couple or something. Maybe they'll be sharing that. So hopefully that's the case, and hopefully it's not just some weird thing where the blacksmith happens to be moving in and just kind of freeloading, and it becomes some awkward, weird roommate situation for them. Hopefully. Though, I don't know, it could be the case. How are we doing on tables? Still out of tables. And this rooming situation's taken a while because we got so many jobs being done right now. We don't have a lot of freed up miners. A lot of people are busy, you know. Up here you can see people are smoothing out stones and such. That just takes up so much time and so many guys doing that it might be a while until they're completely ready. So we can see floors are finally getting made up top here. Top side. People are actually working on flooring. Let's see how that's going. Waiting on construction, but some of the floors have been made. And we'll come back and check on that later, and should be even more done by then, hopefully. And we'll start moving up we'll get a ballista or something up there and stockpile some ammunition. And we can set a ballista up top here and just fire it down across the little moat at anything that might be attacking us at that time. And just keep some invaders out at some point, hopefully. These guys are still working on iron picks, so we won't run out of those, I hope. Everything's starting to look a lot better. This little thing down here is still filling up just very slowly by the looks of it. But I think water's still coming up. I think. It looks like water's still flowing here. But it's not really getting any deeper yet. Maybe it has to fill up at 4 before we'll start seeing the 5s come up, which is a little bit higher water pressure and a little bit deeper water. Looks like the 3s and the lower water is kind of filtering down the hallway and filling up in this little room, I hope. We'll have to come back and check on that because we want this number, these 4s, to come up all the way up to 7 at the end. That's the ideal number. That's a full tile of water. We've struck onyx somewhere, probably in one of the bedrooms. That'll make somebody very happy. It looks like we've also hit some gold down here. Oh, just limonite. That's iron. That's too bad. I was hoping for some golden bedrooms. That would be really cool. That would make some people very happy. We've hit a lot of really cool things down here. Some gems. We've hit jet. Like just dark black rocks. This is probably the onyx down here. Yeah, rough onyxes in somebody's wall. That's going to make the room a little bit higher quality than before, which will make everybody in turn even happier than before. All these bedrooms, I think we should start making into bedrooms and just getting them ready, letting people pick them out, and people will start moving into these and moving their stuff in there and all that good stuff. I'm not going to assign these beds to anybody specific. I'm just going to let these be free range and let people pick up as they need them. Just get people out of the dormitories, right? It's too bad because some people have a lot bigger rooms, but I don't know. I don't think the doors really get jealous or brew contempt, but they may, and that might be an issue. I mean, I'd certainly be upset if I got stuck with one of these tiny little rooms and then somebody else just moved into the fortress that wasn't really doing anything and they just took over one of the big rooms. That would be awful. I'd probably rage out pretty hard. Everything's looking a lot better though. So our inn, I've seen a couple people hanging out down here at the inn. That might just be the people that are working there, but still pretty neat. I might have a bit of a bad reputation considering everybody that came before died. Inappropriate dig square. What happened here? Weird. Somebody canceled a digging job somewhere. Not sure why. Inappropriate dig square at some point. This is all going to take so long to smooth this all out. We've got soil walls, that's kind of garbage, but at least it doesn't have to be smoothed. But let's get that going now. We've got 16 idlers, so we might as well get them going on it. How did that flooring go? It's pretty much all done, isn't it? Somebody left an old battle axe up top. What battle axe is that, anyways? Just an exceptional steel battle axe. Doesn't look like it has any kills on it. And a carpenter picked it up, so it may even be getting used as out for wood cutting. Odd. Very odd stuff. There we go. Let's get more flooring put in. You know what? Actually, let's put it up top. I guess I should wait for that flooring to go in until we have all the rest of the floors. I do want to avoid as much of a collapse as possible, because there may even be a collapse with the building that I'm doing. I don't think so. I think we have enough walls. I don't think we're building out too far. But I don't know anything about the building system in this game. Like building structures. I've mostly dabbled in moving dwarves inside mountains and inside caves. I haven't seen a lot of point in building outside structures so far, but I think this one will be very useful. These guys are just attaching the last little bit of floor. Somebody's walking around with a pet llama or something, it looks like. That's kind of weird. A baby alpaca. Interesting. Just kind of wandering around up on the new building. I think it's somebody's pet. Odd, because I'm going to try to kill it later. Let's do this. Build this floor out even more. There. And we'll make that out of... What do we have that we can even make this out of? Hazelwood? Oh, we can't make this all out of one kind of wood even. We don't have enough. We've got bayberry logs there. Just random assortment of wood. Whatever's laying around. Just start creating it. Did we end up cutting down those trees? I think we did. Let's cut down some more. Get more people on wood hauling, because we always have idlers pop up from time to time, so we'll just get those guys hauling wood. That's going to be a big job, though. Yeah, we've refilled our wood stocks inside. You can see it here. Just a bunch of logs laying around, and people are using them. I mean, we've got people constantly burning wood just for charcoal and stuff. Hopefully that gets sorted out, because I'm working on making a coke supply, which is going to prolong the life of the logs a little bit. And we finally got things actually being planted inside. That's really good. Really good to see. For some reason, we can plant a ton of stuff on this far right one. So I'm going to plant... What else can we put in here? Let's put in ratweed. Let's put in a bunch of ratweed. So that sounds like something that we'd have a lot of. It sounds like an awful thing that we'd have a lot of. Both these stills are going. Yeah, we're doing good. We've got a lot of drink. We don't got a lot of meat, but we've got a lot of food. Like biscuits and stuff, things that have been being cooked up, biscuits and loaves or whatever Moo's cooking up in the kitchen right now. Let's take a look. Llama kidneys he's preparing, delicious. He's storing things in a barrel right now, so let's see if we can find... Oh no, he's taking things out of a barrel, out of a meat barrel. So we've got a lot of cool stuff in here though. Lots of biscuits. Biscuits were a big thing that were made up, and stew I guess is what he's working on now. I think stew's the second quality, if it's not the standard meal, but so he's making a fine meal. So there's easy meals, which I think are biscuits, fine meals, which are stews, and lavish meals. I'm not entirely sure what those end up being. And everybody's still slowly working on bringing those logs up. So I'm just going to watch that for a little bit and watch these guys get this floor done. While those guys are working on the floor up top, our miners actually got the job of digging out all those bedrooms done. A lot less time than I really thought it was going to take. It's going to be a lot of the smoothing it out that might take some time up. But these guys are making really good progress down below. It seems like everything's getting a little bit better. Somebody even made this limestone bridge up finally. So we can get rid of that tunnel and attach a lever to this bridge at some point. Moo is non-stop cooking masterpieces. This guy's just spamming us with masterpiece meals that he's doing. So that should bring up morale quite a bit. And we can take a look at morale and sort it out in Dwarf Therapist. Let's quickly just kind of look over that. Let's refresh the dwarves and sort them by happiness. So these are the happiest guys. This guy is quite content. And our very least happy guy is... he's leveled up fine. Stress level of 25.0k. And the happiest is negative 160. So there's quite a big difference. What's this guy's job? He's one of the military guys. Seems like the army guys are at the high end of the stress level. Like, these are the happiest ones. Mu, the chef, he's happy because I guess he's non-stop doing things that he's satisfied with his work. So it comes down to the quality of work that you're doing, and if you're happy with the work that you're doing. Kind of like in real life. People are always miserable when they have a job they don't like. Very slow process of getting that all mined out and smoothed up, but it'll be worth it. We're gonna want to build some walls up here too. Oh, not that way. Just along the edge here. I'm gonna make those out of. I'm just gonna make those out of wood too. I'm gonna leave a section here uncovered by a wall though, because that's where I want to be firing out. I want to be shooting a ballista right over this. But along here and everything, I'm gonna put a wall up there, protect us on the sides from any kind of archers or anything, and just keep it the way the ballista can fire open. So anybody on this side of the trench, we can shoot at if anybody's over in this direction. We'll be able to take shots at them with that ballista or something. That'll be an interesting thing to watch and see how that plays out. Might end up amounting to nothing. We're gonna have to keep a large stockpile of ammo for it up top. That's gonna be time consuming. We might not have a lot of bullets for it. We might not have anybody that's really good with using it either. But it'll be an addition. So if we end up getting attacked by a big, like a dragon or a titan or something really big, we have this ballista as our go-to, an attempt to shoot it down. An attempt to do a little bit of damage. Just a giant crossbow, right? If anybody's wondering what a ballista is, it's like a crossbow, but just way bigger, and it shoots just massive wooden bolts. How are these smelters doing? This one's not doing anything. Let's put this on hematite, just around the clock on hematite. And then we've got, do we have another smelter down here? These are just wood furnaces. And they are pumping out charcoal. Yes, we have this smelter here, and this guy's doing hematite, and then he's gonna work on steel and pig iron later. This metal smith's forge aren't doing anything right now, so let's set up. Let's go to siege. Oh, let's go up to siege equipment. Let's go with iron. Let's make a couple of iron ballista arrows because we're gonna need them, right? We're gonna have those stockpiled up top. I mean, we could do wooden ones, but let's do some giant iron bolts to just fire at people. That'll be a lot cooler. And we'll do the wooden ones as our backup garbage shots, testing shots, maybe practice shots. So I think we've almost got this entire floor made. Okay, we've got to do a little bit more though. So let's just fill this up. There we go. And do we have enough wood for it? I'm not sure. Oh, barely. We are kind of low on it. Do we have any other stuff? We've got peachwood logs. Let's just make it out of that. And eventually then that floor will be done up, and then we'll just work on the walls and getting this little exposed hole filled up. Because I'm not sure why somebody hasn't gotten around and just finished that up. But maybe once they have floor access to it, maybe they just can't build it on the slope or the weird angle that it is to build on. Maybe they just need direct access to it, because you can see here it's a slope, like a ramp up to it. Maybe they can't build on, and maybe they can't build on it diagonally. So once the floor is placed here, maybe they can finish that little piece of wall, I hope. Or we'll really have to figure that out, because that's a direct hole and things. Water's starting to freeze up again, so it's starting to get cold again. It's coming into winter months. Thankfully this... Oh wow, so this is completely filling up now. Hopefully that's where it stops, right? Fingers crossed. That looks so cool how the water's coming in. It's just sprinkling in. It kind of looks like a weird rainfall. There's some blood in there. Is that blood? Or is it just muddy? I have to catch one of those. No, that's blood. Spattering of somebody's blood. Neat. That won't go away, will it? Spattering of blood. So there's just oily blood floating on top of the water, I guess. That's just something we have to deal with here. weird. So things are going a lot better though. So we've got the bridge made up, we've almost got this entire floor made up, and these new bedrooms are coming along really well. Actually, they're coming along so well that I think we can start placing beds inside, and then we'll get the other furniture hauled in. And we really just need a morale boost. That's the thing that we're really working on right now, is morale, making everybody happy so that we can keep attracting dwarves to come live with us, and we don't start having people having panics and freaking out and killing each other, because things have been pretty grim for a long time, and I'd really like to start turning that around. We need a couple more cabinets made up. Gotta find a cabinet maker. Just make cabinets until you die. These guys, how'd they do on those bolts? Let's take a look at them. Oh, it's just an arrowhead for it. Alright, that makes more sense. Otherwise, the whole thing would be made out of iron, and I'm sure that wouldn't launch too far. You need quite a powerful ballista, actually, to do that. And speaking of that, we're going to need a workshop for that, too. So let's go in here. We can make up a siege workshop. We'll have to make the parts for it, and then we'll assemble it up top where it's going to go. Let's make that out of limestone. And we'll assemble it. Yeah, see, that piece of wall got made up now that we have the floor there that we can stand on. And this guy's just working on the rest of the floor, and we're going to do a wall. We'll make that out of wood just along the edge here. Peachwood logs. Yeah, let's just do peachwood logs. And you know what? We can even put in like battlements there. We can carve in little defenses into that so that we can shoot arrows out of it, which will give us a little bit of an advantage. Another bit of wall here. Wrong direction. There we go. And we can just make it out of wood, and we'll carve that out possibly later and make it so we can fire out of it. What's this flooring? Oh, hazelwood log. Vomit all over the place out front. Beautiful. This entire bridge is just green with vomit and a little bit of blood. I don't know how to get that cleaned up. Can we do anything with that? Doesn't seem like it. Delicious. Delicious stuff. So yeah, so the water's starting to freeze over again. It looks like winter's on its way. We've got a lot of things taken care of. We've got all these rooms coming together. We'll be able to bring up morale with that. We've got a new mayor. That's always interesting. He's got a mandate of making crowns that he really wants done. What happened? We don't have an office for our manager yet. That's surprising. I thought we would have had that. So this guy needs a... He has meager quarters, but he needs a meager office as well. We've still got unlimited there. No, I guess he's the bookkeeper. So we got the manager needing... He needs an office, and we'll get that made up for him. We've got a lot of other things under control, so we're gonna have like some free resources shortly to start building these things for people. You know, even right along here, we could put in a little tiny office for him. Off to the side, just shove him in here with a couple of with a little table and some books. That should be good enough for him. I don't think he needs anything too grand or royal. Let's make that into a hallway, and we'll put something over here, maybe a temple. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think everybody will benefit greatly from having a little place to come pray. We'll put that right in there behind the bedrooms in this packed-in residential chamber. And I don't know what to do with the rest of the space, but I'm sure we'll get some good ideas for it. But I'm going to call it here for this episode. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you're interested, subscribe to my channel, because I will be putting out a lot more of these types of videos. And guys, thank you so much. Until next time.